thank you everybody for coming to our talk today. We know there's a lot going on. We really appreciate you being here. Maddie and I are going to talk to you a little bit about building community stewardship for Mission Iconic Reefs. And we're going to actually start with a little bit of a visualization activity. So please take a moment and imagine this. You're standing on the edge of a boat in your dive gear. The air is hot and you feel the sway of the waves. You giant stride into the bright blue water and you look down and you get your first glimpse of a coral nursery. Hundreds of coral trees loom below you in every direction as far as you can see. As you descend, you become surrounded by a forest of restoration. My name's Marlise Tumalo, and I lead the education and outreach team for Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary.
And I'm Maddie Cholnoky with the National Marine Sanctuary Foundation, the Community Stewardship Coordinator.
Welcome to the experience of Iconic Reef Guardians. We all have a conservation origin story, an experience that allowed us to connect and really fueled our need to protect. We hope for many, Iconic Reef Guardians will be the start of that story. Collaborating with many of the partners that were mentioned today and many people in this room, we created a program that works with businesses to empower scuba divers and snorkelers to be stewards of Mission Iconic Reef sites. It starts with Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary's Blue Star program, a recognition program for diving and snorkeling operators who commit to sustainable tourism that protects the sanctuary. These operators are trained to lead divers and snorkelers through experiences that teach them about coral reefs, restoration, and allow them to see the sensitivity and resilience of the coral reef ecosystem firsthand. We need more hands on deck. Mission Iconic Reefs is scaling up coordinated restoration efforts in the Florida Keys. Iconic Reef Guardians is unique because it allows trained businesses to independently engage in restoration efforts, resulting in more divers in the water supporting restoration. Put on your scuba mask and we will lead you through the Iconic Reef Guardians experience. As you descend below the surface to the nursery, you go on a tour led by a trained Iconic Reef Guardians dive professional. You discover a forest of coral trees growing branching and boulder corals that will repopulate the reefs of the Florida Keys. After a short break between dives, you jump back in the water. This time you carry tools, like dishwashing brushes, that will help you care for coral trees. You practiced cleaning coral trees in the classroom, and you're eager to try it in the water. This will help young corals to grow and get ready to help rebuild the reef.
A year has passed, and now you're back in the Florida Keys for another Iconic Reefs dive. This time, you'll be helping to care for the baby corals, which were once in the nursery, but are now at one of the Mission Iconic Reefs sites. The Blue Star operator you are diving with visits this site each month to care for these corals. Today, you will help remove yellowfoot snails that eat the coral. You completed a whole course that trained you to identify and remove these snails to make sure that these corals have a safe place to grow and thrive. So, how are we making this experience come to life? Well, our stewardship work has already begun. We have selected 2 Blue Star dive operators to work alongside Coral Restoration Foundation in their nursery to pilot the first phase of our program. Our Blue Star dive pros participated in training that taught them the innovative restoration work being done through Mission Iconic Reefs and the unique role divers and snorkelers can play in supporting the mission. They learned the ins and outs of the nursery and showed off their navigation skills, leading divers through the largest coral nursery in the world. Our next step is to test the program and get feedback from divers and snorkelers. Through data collection and program evaluation, we can learn how we can continue to make an impact and allow participants to grow their own conservation story. For this program and mission to thrive, we need your help. The simplest thing you can do today is tell someone about our mission here in the Florida Keys. As inspiration spreads, our support will grow. If you're visiting, look before you book to find a recognized Blue Star operator. Consider booking an iconic Reef Guardians trip so that you can have a hands-on experience that will help our reefs to recover. Because if we all work together, the Florida Keys can once again be home to some of the world's most iconic reefs. Thank you.